everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So this is a bit of an impromptu get ready with me. I asked you guys over on Instagram if you'd like to see my kind of like new makeup favourites that I've been using recently, and you all said yes, so of course I made the video. I'm actually going out for dinner with family tonight, so we're kind of a bit more done up than usual, but I do hope you enjoy watching it. And if you like any of the items that I'm using or fancy looking at them in a bit more detail, then I will leave them in the description box below, all clickable links, so you can take you straight to the item. But without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Okay, so before anyone thinks I've done an Alanis Morissette and I'm wearing no clothes, I have actually got my towel on. I'm just out of the shower, just finished drying my hair as well. I'm roasting. The first thing I'm going to use on my skin is this Hydra Pro Glow, other way around, Ash, from Kiko Milano. Now I only got this because when I got my makeup done a few weeks ago for a photo shoot, the girl who did my makeup used this, and it really gave me a lovely glowy base. It's very similar to MAC strobe cream, but it's much cheaper. So yes, I'm going to use some of this. It does look like it's matte in colour, like it's got a colour to it, but it's not. It's very sheer, and it gives your skin a really nice, see the sheen it gives it? It's really nice. So I'm just going to use my mirror because I constantly use my viewfinder when I do these makeup videos, because I don't know how they do it. You know, the beauty girls, how do they honestly manage to do their makeup just using one of these mirrors? It's mad. Anyway, so yeah, really love this. It's nice and hydrating. I don't think if you've got oily skin it's not going to do anything for you though. I've got quite dry skin, that's why it loves it. So yeah, very glowy, very kind of like model-esque skin look, you know, that kind of iridescent situation, which is just too much for me. I don't feel like I've got flawless enough skin to get away with just using that on its own. So that is what I'm using to prime. It's also got SPF 10 in it, which is great, and it's suitable for all skin types, it says, but like I say, I can't imagine it being very good for oily skin because it is very hydrating. Also, another new product that I'm using is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in a medium coverage, I would say, but buildable. So I'm going to give this a good shake. And I've got this in the shade Barcelona, which seems to be very popular. And I'm just going to use this little brush, which is actually from Home Bargains. My friend Daly told me about it. She was like, you need to get this, it's really good. And it's very like the Real Techniques, I think it's the buffing brush that they've got from them, which I love. But I just wanted to try something different. So I just put like a few blobs of it on my face. I'm going out tonight. It's my mum and dad's anniversary. Well, it was last month when they were on holiday just a couple of weeks ago. So we decided to do something with them tonight now that they're back. So we're all going out for dinner. We're all going for a Chinese. Very exciting. So yeah, I want to look kind of done up, because the nights out now are very few and far between, obviously being a mum and that. So it's nice to get a chance to be done up for something. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that onto my lids as well, which I always do. I always tend to take my foundation right up to my eyelids just to give me the same base everywhere. And I also think it really helps if I'm putting on eyeshadow as a base. I know a lot of people do this with their concealer as well, which I think I'm definitely going to have to do today, because I'm a bit dark under the eyes. We had a few drinks with friends last night in here, and oh god, it looks very yellow against my skin, but I swear once I'm bronzed up and once I've taken this down, it's fine. But yeah, we had friends in last night and I had a few gins, which was lovely, but I do feel it the next day. Like even if there's one or two, I'm like, oh my god, banging sore head. Do you know, I never used to get hangovers ever. And then that's how I found out I was pregnant with Ella, because I was on holiday and I got a hangover and I was like, what the hell? Why have I got a hangover? And then I took a test and I was like, just pregnant. Now one of my friends does makeup and she hates this foundation. She said it just glides all over her face and doesn't ever wear nicely, but I suppose it depends what your skin's like. If you're oily, then it's probably not a good one. Maybe better going for the other popular NARS one, which I'm yet to try. I actually think that I wanted to try that one and got this one by accident. I am roasting. I tied my hair away from my face with a paper clip. Glamorous. Yeah, anyway, I do like the foundation. I think it wears really nicely throughout the day as well. I'm just going to take it onto my neck as well, and then down onto like my chest area, although what I'm wearing tonight is quite like high up, so I don't want to go too much on the makeup because it'll just get all over the collar of the wee jumpsuit that I'm wearing. always get my ears. And then what I'm going to do next is use my concealer. Now I think this is another new one that I've not shown on here before. It's the Perfect Match concealer, the True Match one by L'Oreal. So I'm just going to take a little bit under my eyes. Try and get rid of these eye bags. And you know what, I was going to blend it out using a beauty blender, but just for quickness tonight I'm just going to use the same brush. I feel like that concealer is very, very similar to the NARS creamy concealer. Under eye bags are getting worse as I get older. I'm noticing they're getting really, ooh, I can see you. But you know what, it's just one of these things. Not a lot I can do about it. I plan on cleaning this brush later, so what I'm going to do is just use the same one again and go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Creamy Contour Palette. And this one is the shade Cinnamon. I love that. I don't know if they do that as a standalone contour colour, because I would just buy that single one. It's excellent. So I just use that as if I was just normally doing like a powder contour, except using the cream one. I was watching TV the other day and I noticed that they've got a channel on Sky by Vogue, as in like Vogue the magazine, not Vogue Williams, and they have got like celebrities doing kind of like vlogs, but it'll be like, for example, Khloe Kardashian's mummy makeup routine, and I was like, that is so nice to see a celebrity doing like kind of YouTube content but for Vogue, and it was just lovely to watch. I thought, God, I need to do more of these, because I really enjoyed watching it, so I was hoping maybe people would like watching mine too. I do love makeup. I feel like I'm starting to like find my love for makeup again, just because I'm getting a bit more time now with the kids in the morning. Just because they're getting older, they're not needing me to feed them. I'd have like maybe 10 or 15 more minutes than I usually would have done when they were younger. Let me just check that on the mirror. Yeah, it's looking fine. Yeah, I've got like 10 or 15 more minutes than I would usually have when they were younger, so it's nice to actually spend some time doing my own face in the morning and not having to really rush. So I'm going to take this underneath my neck and then just kind of onto this kind of collarbone area. See how that's kind of like dried down and matched in a bit more. When it goes on initially it's very yellow, but I love that cinnamon shade from that contour palette. It's great. I really think I'm mad, but again I'm using the same brush to go into the blush colour. This is my absolute favourite blush. I know so many people that use this blush as a lip kind of stain and then they'll put on lip gloss over it, which is actually what I might do today. In fact I will. That's exactly what I'm going to do today, because I wasn't sure which colour of lipstick to go for. I'm really into the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks at the moment. I keep looking at them. I've not got any, but I keep looking thinking, oh, I could maybe get one of them. But let me know what shades you guys like if you use Charlotte Tilbury, because like I say, I've not got any, so it would be nice to try one that is a popular one, a statement one. Right, so that's a nice dewy base. I really like that, and would love it if it stayed like that all day, but I know it won't because it will just slide off my face. So I'm going to go ahead and try and powder down a little bit, not too much, using my big powder brush. Where are you? Here. And I'm again taking the RCMA No Colour powder, which is my favourite setting powder. It's great. It's really cheap as well. Like loads of makeup artists use this instead of the Laura Mercier one, and it's just really good. It's nice and fine. It's not getting any flashback for photography. It's just great. So I'm going to take that on the areas where I don't really want the shine, like round here and under my eyes. So I'll just take it, give it a wee pat down. You see how that instantly just makes it a bit more flawless, and I'll just take it onto my chin as well, and then over my lids. I've already done our cream contour, but I'm going to go ahead and do a powder one as well. It's my absolute favourite. If you know, you know. It's the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. It's the best ever. If you're ever looking for a bronzer, that's the one. I just love it. It's great. It goes with everyone's skin. You can really build it up. You can have it just on its own. It's lovely. Really nice. It lasts forever. It just looks like that kind of colour. It's not got any glitter in it. Oh, it's just great, and it's not too mattifying either. It can still have like a glowy makeup but use that powder. It's just brilliant. I love it. So I'm just going to take it just on the contour areas I've done before, and then on my nose and then my head. And of course erase my double chin. Go away. Just like that. I also use this as an eyeshadow colour sometimes as well, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm pretty much done for face, apart from, oh my god, how could I forget? Apart from my highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Illamasqua highlighter. This is the Beyond powder in the shade OMG. I'm pretty sure the shade's actually come off it. Now I'm sure it was called OMG. Now I'm just going to try and go over like the highlight you can already see, like the natural glow, just using this little brush by Peaches and Cream. It's the PC18 brush, and I'm going to take it literally like on that bone there. I'm sure you all know how to do this. I feel like I'm always so preachy when I do these videos. Like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just the way that I do my makeup, and I'm 13 minutes in so far, and that was with faffing about with the angle of the camera and my towel that kept falling. Just take a wee bit up to my brow bone as well. Tiny bit of my chin, I don't like too much highlight on there. And then I'll just take my pinky and just rub it and put it in the inner corners as well. Wow, it's all happening up in here. Can you hear the police sirens? What's going on? Or is that an ambulance? I never know the difference. Okay, so that's my base pretty much done. I'm not going to do any more. I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is my lashes, because I feel like I want to do maybe false lashes tonight, so I want to like make sure that the mascara dries down quickly before I try and apply any lashes. So I'm going to just take my Lash Sensational by Maybelline and start coating them. Do you know, I have not been using my lash serum for the last 2 weeks because it's really ran low. I'm going to zoom you in actually so you can see this properly. But I've not been using my lash serum anywhere near as much as what I was previously, and you can totally tell the difference. I always get asked, is it a fad? Like, do the lash serums actually work? Do they make your lashes grow? Do they make them thicker? And yes, they do. They definitely condition them anyway. One of them that I use is a lash serum by Rapid Lash. And then the other one is the Novo Lash conditioner, and the two of them together, that kind of combination is just the best ever. Now if they're cooperating tonight, I might not bother with lashes. Do we do lashes or not? Can anyone else do mascara without catching flies? Okay, so those are the lashes for now. I'm actually getting a sweaty upper lip. Jeez, oh. The next thing I'm going to do, because I've got my brows already like tattooed, what I'm going to do is try and clean them up a wee bit, because they're all powdered from the products that I've just used. So I'm going to just try and brush out the product and get my skin a bit cleaner. So sorry, my camera's not playing ball and keeps going out of focus. Annoying. What I'm going to do, this is weird, I don't know if anyone else does this, I bet everyone else just has brow setting gel like a normal person, but I take some hairspray and I put it into my hand like so, and then I will dip in, oh don't fall, I will dip in this part of the brush and then put it onto the brow hairs. Honest to God, people are going to think I'm weird doing this. Super professional makeup look, go over here. Just use your hairspray to fix your eyebrows. Do you know what, seeing saying that, I am dying to try the Iconic Silk Brows. Has anyone seen that? It's like a big massive brush. Lydia Millen did a post for them, and the brows, like she's got great brows anyway, but you can tell it really holds them. I think it's called Silk Brows, but it looks so good. Right, so now that my brows are kind of coated in the hairspray, they are hairs, they can be involved. I am going to just try and brush them up a little bit, and then the other side. And I've changed my mind on the whole not wearing eyeshadow situation, so I'm going to wear eyeshadow. I'm taking my Morphe 350 palette, tra-la, and this little Real Techniques brush. it's a base shadow brush, but it's very fluffy, so I'm going to use it for my crease and eyeshadow, etc. So I'm going to use this kind of orangey shade right here. First of all, tap off the extra. And then I'm just going to take that into my crease. Obviously not an MUA, not qualified. Ashreid MUA is not a thing. But this is just what I do when I want to wear eyeshadow. I go for like a warmer tone usually. I'm never like a colour girl. And I just kind of try and work it in like that, leaving my lid quite blank. And I take it very, very high up to the brow, like so. Looks like I've just been punched. And then I'll do the same for the other side. Yes, and I'm going to take it under as well. So I'm going to take my little stubby brush, it's a short shader brush with the same colour, and go underneath my lash line. I feel like doing this just disguises the under eye bags slightly, which I need. I'm just going to buff it out again using that other brush, and the same again. Do you know, this is the part where I need to be really careful. So see, if I get powder in my eyes, it just hurts for the rest of the day. They start watering and it's just a disaster. It's like, have you been crying? Right, so it kind of looks like that and I look a bit mental, so I'm going to go in with a darker brown tone. Annoying thing with having that palette is because it's so big, it doesn't actually have the colours on the back. It might have done when I got it, but I took off the wee like cling filmy thing that comes with it, so I'm not sure exactly which colours they are, but they're just warm tones, you know. You could always do this with like your own colours, it's not like you need the exact ones. I take one of my shadow brushes and actually do my lid. That one. I'm going to take that colour because that is the colour of the outfit that I'm wearing, and I think it might just make this pop a wee bit. And I've still got the wee bit of shimmer from earlier in the inner corner, which I like. Now this is random, but remember I said that sometimes people will use this shade here on the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette as a lip colour. That is what I'm doing just now. So I'm going to take it onto like a finger and just, it looks mad. Right, obviously would never leave it like that, so what I'm going to do is take this Kiko Milano Hydra Gloss Bullet. This is in the shade 20. It's a really nice little lip gloss, but it's quite browny, which I do like those kind of tones. And I'm just going to gloss it up. So now I'm going to pop off camera, do my lashes because it's far too stressful to do it here, and I will see you when I'm finished. And this is the finished look. I've put on some lashes from Primark. They're the sultry ones. They're my favourites because they're nice and spacey. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I will see you on my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.